So I haven't done a personal video of myself. Most of my videos have been about Elijah and his antics, and yeah, but I thought I'd try answering some of the questions I get on Instagram via video. I don't know if it's the best format for me, but let's try it. The other thing is it's now 6:22 a.m., which is actually not that early anymore for me, but I plan to do these videos early in the morning, one before my kid wakes up. But the other is that just to keep it more raw, not so thought through, and just keep it very, very casual. Just woke up, was wearing this, and I don't think I even washed my face. But the whole idea is not to get caught up in how the video looks and all that, but the ideas right behind the video. So for this first one of the questions I get asked a lot is really about how do I deal with stress, with frustration and disappointment. And there's many ways, right? Like go for a run. That's something that's always a go-to. Um, I mean, the basic idea is to find something that's beneficial when you want to blow off steam or when you need to clear your mind, versus just like eating or having a vice that's not good for you. Um, so, but there's one that's really helped me, and it's actually more of a discipline than you'd think. You'd think that it's some natural feeling or something natural you do when things are good, but this discipline has helped me many times. It helped me a lot recently. During this year. This year is probably one of the most difficult of my life. Um, and but this discipline has helped like a ton, and it's really the discipline of gratitude and taking time every day to really deliberately um, be grateful and appreciate what it is you do have. Appreciate even if it's a little bit, right? Appreciate the value of the people around you, of the things around you, of your life, of little things like the air. Um, um, for me, big things like my family, um, like big things like even if the responsibility can be heavy, let's say for running a couple of businesses, the idea that your life matters and that um, you that your decisions matter to many people. I think that can be seen as either just one big ball of pressure or something to be grateful for. That means that you're significant. Um, and the reason why I say it's a discipline is because many times, and many times this year, I'd wake up, and just I wouldn't feel grateful, or I wouldn't feel encouraged, or I wouldn't feel enthusiastic. Um, I can't say I really want to stay in bed. That's not really my thing. But I would just I'd love to just play computer games or just um, do nothing, right? Or maybe drink. But um, but normally that happens when I haven't taken control of my thoughts and I haven't really said um, like, wait a minute, why don't we stop um, and pause to really appreciate what it is we do have. And every time I do that, when I just think about things inside the room I'm in, or things inside my cabinet, or my wife and my kid, um, I really find that I have a lot, and I really find that there's yes, maybe there's certain things I want, but there's really not much that I really need, you know, um, other than the basics, and I can be very happy with that actually. And and when I think about how much I do have, and I take the time to appreciate, meaning what's the value of this to my life, right? Like if this is all I ever had, or what would it mean if I lost one of the things I already have? Then I start thinking, hey, wait a minute, like, um, why am I not appreciating this more? You only have 24 hours in a day. You're asleep. Ideally eight. hours, let's say 6 to 8 hours. Um, you have 16 hours. You have your normal routines, and you only have a couple of hours a day to fill your life with things to do. And when you add work, then you don't really have that much, right? And so when you know that the time is very finite, and you realize that the most valuable thing you have are actually the relationships you have, and you really find that you have all that you need, in most cases. So I think, um, that discipline really really helps me to say, like, hey, why do I have this feeling that I need more, that I don't have enough, that I need to just kill myself to work harder, when on a daily basis, I actually have a lot, and there's a lot to appreciate, and there's a lot to be grateful for. And what happens is, when I start out with, I don't have enough, or I'm lacking and I need to work, there's this the foundation of the day becomes stress and lack and limitations. But when I start the day out with just being grateful for what I do have, right? Being grateful for my parents, being grateful for my siblings, being grateful for the unique situations we may find ourselves in, the unique opportunities, being grateful for our leaders, for our teams. Then then not only do you, the goal is not just simply to feel better. Oh, I don't really need more, but really, I think the benefit is that I end up realizing and re-realizing the value of, what I already have, that I need to really take care and, maximize what I already have, um, and that and and then it changes my mindset, right? I come from this I don't have enough, I'm limited mindset to, wow, I have so much I can work with, I have so much I can enjoy, I have so much I can, maximize, so much I can use, and it takes my eyes off the few things I don't have, that or I might need for that moment, and really, really, um, brings me back to a place of what I do have, and it gives me something to work with. So when you're coming from this limited, foundation, you're automatically, like, resource strapped. You're automatically feeling like you're in a box. But when you're coming from a, wow, I have so much I need to maximize, and I have so much I can work with, then the opportunities start opening up, right? Like, what can this leader do maximized, or what can this hour do maximized, or what can, this playtime with Elijah be like maximized? What can this time with Yasmin be like maximized? And so I've just been thinking about all of those things, and every time I forget that discipline, and I start getting into a funk, I find that I'm not as effective. But when I jump back and say, appreciate all the small and big things one by one, meaning, what's the value of this to me? Um, I find that I have a lot. I find that there's a lot that I can work with, a lot that I can maximize. I find that I'm very blessed, and, it changes my approach to the rest of the day, from one of just limitation and lack and not having enough, to one that just has a lot to work with, has a lot of opportunity, um, and just a lot to be grateful for. Okay, so I hope that helped. I didn't want to do anything scripted or heavily produced. I want to keep it simple, short, and bite-sized. I don't know if 9 minutes is bite-sized, but I guess it's bite-sized for me, right? Hope everyone has a great day.